Greetings, fellow moviegoers, and welcome to Movie Central, the place to talk about movies, TV shows based on movies, toys based on movies, games based on movies, and rides based on movies. I'm your host, Mr. CCS, and this is my pet gorilla, George. Let's get back into the Wizarding World groove again. In 2004, which broke the one Potter film per year streak, the third and frankly one of the best Harry Potter movies was released. It had a darker story, a more magical feel, and a new director, Alfonso Cuarón. It was a hit, obviously, and we're going to see if it was good, as we're taking a look at Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Let's get this show on the road. Harry Potter's, Daniel Radcliffe, third year at Hogwarts starts off badly when he learns deranged killer Sirius Black, Gary Oldman, has escaped from Azkaban prison and is bent on murdering the teenage wizard. While Hermione's, Emma Watson's cat, torments Ron's, Rupert Grint's sickly rat, causing a rift among the trio, a swarm of nasty Dementors is sent to protect the school from Black. A mysterious new teacher helps Harry learn to defend himself, but what is his secret tie to Sirius Black? A great mix of dark stuff, comedy, and different things in the end. Pay attention, Joss Whedon. Anyways, we're going to see how great this film actually is. Let's start with the characters. Like last time, I won't be going over the returning characters except for Harry and Dumbledore. Harry has a new revenge story because he suspects that Sirius Black man had killed his parents. Well, sorta. Which is kinda effed up. But in the end, it takes a darker turn towards the end. And I won't spoil it for you. Now I bring it to Overhead Voice to talk about Dumbledore. Thank you, Mr. CCS. Okay, so Dumbledore in this film is portrayed by Michael Gambon, who is in the role for the rest of the series. The reason why this occurs is because Richard Harris passed away in 2002, so they had no choice but to replace him. Personally, I freaking hate Gambon's portrayal. How do we go from the soft-spoken Dumbledore to this more aggressive take on the character? And the worst part is, this is the Dumbledore seen in most of the marketing. The one plus to the character is that he gets the job done. Back to you. Okay, now for the new supporting characters. Sybil Trelawney, played by Emma Thompson, is a perfect representation of what she was in the books. Though I have to say, I'd much prefer her to have the accent that most people would if they were carnival fortune tellers. It makes them sound more mysterious. Sirius Black, on the other hand, embodies the darker aspect of the series, as he could potentially be a murderer, but also a close ally to Harry. Watch the movie to find out what happens. Remus J. Lupin, played by David Thewlis, was fantastic. He's the perfect embodiment of a fun teacher, and honestly, this is my favorite character in the film series. I also love the werewolf scene. It's super suspenseful. Now we move on to the visuals. Overhead Voice, it's your turn. The visuals are fantastic. We've got werewolves, Dementors, Buckbeak, the best Quidditch scene in the whole series. God damn it! These are so great visuals. Back to you, Mr. CCS. Thanks, Overhead Voice. The music was done by John Williams. In his last score for the series, it's still magical and could be suspenseful. Great job, John! And then we have the action. From the Quidditch scene to the final battle, the action isn't really there, but it's still cool. My final verdict is that this is a worthy addition to the series. With a great story, great characters, great VFX, and great music and great action, this is a must-watch in the series. Accio 10 out of 10! Well, that's it for this review. I know it was short. Feel free to leave your comments on the movie below, and tune in next week when we get into more magic with Doctor Strange. With that said, I'm Mr. CCS, this is Movie Central, and that, my friends, is a wrap. See you next week.